Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? So I'm here at these apartments here called Chelsea Gardens. Um, I'll show you guys. So right now, there's a big news article. There's a lot of issues going on with this property. So what happened is, um, this 474 apartments here, right? So a lot of apartments. There's been some fires here. Some deaths have happened here. Um, and now the residents are being kicked out. So it's a pretty big news story at this point now. I'm just going around to show you, see if I can get another. They got the government and the police out here, but there was a fire out here. And now the residents are being pushed out. They were protesting this morning. They've been protesting for a while. There's a lot of articles going out about it, about this place. But they had the police out there now, so I'm not gonna go down there. But I thought this would be a good time to kind of walk through what's going on in a lot of black communities. In a lot of black neighborhoods, or a lot of black apartment complexes specifically. There's an issue, there's a big problem, and this is going to be the first of many that where this happens. But if you look in the description, you'll see an article from there's a lot of articles. Just Google Chelsea Gardens, Atlanta, and you'll see where people are saying they're being kicked out of their homes. The utilities were turned off. They were promised that they would receive some type of rental assistance or relocation assistance. They haven't received it. This is in the city of College Park. I'm on Godby Road in Atlanta. Shout out to 2 Chainz. But in all seriousness, this is a problem that's persistent in black communities, black apartment complexes across the country. And I have specific knowledge about this property because I actually was under contract to purchase this property for $40 million as of maybe I would say as recent as I think it was January, February of this year. And this is going to be a major issue. This is one of many. You'll see many more coming because I deal with it on a daily basis. That's pretty much my business model, is to purchase properties like these from landlords that don't understand the community, don't care about the community, and kind of help hopefully like restructure it and kind of reposition these types of properties. So once again, just Google Chelsea Gardens and you'll kind of get some background on what I'm talking about. But like I said, it's 474 units. It's a huge complex, right? And hey, how you doing? But it's a huge complex. And like I said, I was under contract to purchase this complex in January, February from the owner. So what happened is the owner bought the property about 2022, and they put about $4 million in rehab into it. It's a Jewish owner, a Jewish person purchased it with the plans of rehabbing it, and then just didn't keep up with it, didn't put the money into it that's necessary, didn't provide the services that were needed. So the property went into disrepair. There were fires at the property. There were deaths at the property. They didn't do any of the work. The ceilings and things like that weren't repaired. It was actually condemned by the city as well, but people still lived here. So the bigger issue is that when these properties go into disrepair like this, these owners still want top dollar for their property. So there's an impasse that happens here where you have an owner that bought the property, that owns the property, not taking care of the property, not taking care of their tenants. And then, you have someone like myself who's trying to purchase it, and then you're being kind of priced. There's like a price gouging type situation there. And the problem is that they have debt on the property. They have a lot of debt on the property. They owe a loan on the property, but they're not able to get the income that they need. The occupancy goes down. They're not able to spend the money on the repairs that's needed, and the property was actually foreclosed on. And what yeah, but the property was actually foreclosed on, and the foreclosure, I tried to save it out of foreclosure but wasn't able to in time. So unfortunately the property was foreclosed on, and the owner lost a lot of money in that situation, but they are able to leave kind of scot-free. And now you have this property in disrepair where I don't know how many families, maybe close to 1,000 people have been displaced from this property now, because of the mismanagement, because of the lack of operations, because of I don't know. It's just a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating. We tried to save it from getting to this point, but now it's condemned, and now now it's empty. So I'm not sure exactly what the city's gonna do, but I say all this just to say, there's gonna be a lot more of this happening, specifically in black communities, because unfortunately, the ones that that own these properties are not black, and they don't have the same values, the same principles when it comes to the black community. So I think this is a wake-up call for the black community at large, to come up with some solutions, and to band together, to unite, to unify, in order to keep situations like this from happening. There's going to be a lot more. I'm aware of at least dozens of other properties like this in Atlanta that are ticking time bombs, where the occupancy has gotten down to 50%. The crime is up. Everything bad, pretty much is happening at these properties. They're going to be condemned. The owners can't make the loan payments. They're going to go into foreclosure. But unfortunately, they're also trying to sell it for maximum, for top dollar. So, part of the problem is I don't know. I think there has to be a solution for it. I don't know what that solution is, but, we'll see what happens. But you'll continue to hear about this property. Like I say, just Google Chelsea Gardens and you'll see what's going on. But understand that there's things happening in the background. There are people like myself that are trying to make things happen in the black community specifically, to prevent stuff like this from happening. But it does require, a team effort. It does require a team effort.